What it do, guys? Manjoume here with an episode of Legendary MCU based on the 2015 film Ant-Man. Today's mastermind is going to be Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, mostly because we don't really have a Yellow Jacket mastermind, mostly because we already used Uber Enchanted Iron Man. It really would have been one or the other, but since we already used one, figured why not use this one? For the villains, we have Yellow Jacket from Superhero Registration Act. Also from the movie, there were Hydra spies or bad guys, so I included Hydra from MCU. So we have the Endless Armies of Hydra and Hydra Motorcycle Squad, 3 of each, 6, 7, 8. Henchmen's gonna be cops because Ant-Man ended up getting into a lot of trouble with the law, so I figured that'd be a good opportunity to use them, as well as the new recruits, kind of representing his friends. As always, we will have Stan Lee in the villain deck. One of our goals will be to rescue him. The scheme for today is silence the witnesses because Yellow Jacket was trying to silence Scott Lang, Hank Pym, and Hope Van Dyne. Set up 6 twists. This scheme captures 3 hidden witnesses. If it already had any hidden witnesses, those go into the escape pile. Evil wins when 6 bystanders are in the escape pile. Then Vulture's effects always lead to Vulture tech. We're going to forego that because it is a solo game. Master Strike, put a wound from the wound stack below each HQ space as a winged assault. Whenever a player gains or KOs a hero from the HQ, the player on their right gains one of the wounds from the HQ space. That actually sounds really bad. Also, he is Striker, so he gains 1 attack per Master Strike that has been played or is like next to him. So basically anything that's been played. So he starts at 8, which is relatively low, but he actually maxes out at 13. I know the epic version is probably like at least a double striker, possibly triple. So his attack goes up substantially more. It's crazy. Hero decks are really difficult for solo films, but I think I picked the right ones. Of course, we do have Ant-Man himself, and we also have the Falcon, who Ant-Man came across in that movie. Then I decided to go ahead and add the other Falcon, Captain America Falcon version. So we're using these 2 and Ant-Man. Then for special sidekicks, we have Red Wing, of course, fits with Falcon, and the new recruits, which we have because we have the cops in the villain deck. Notably, there's like 2 Red Wings and several new recruits, so more than likely that's what we're going to see. Let's check out the opening HQ. Flying Shield Block, Winged Salvation, Risky Science, Scout the Battlefield, and Aerial Catch. I think we actually did get 1 of each. Pretty cool. See what we get. Scheme Twist. So we have to put 3 hidden witnesses on the scheme. So I have 4 recruit and nothing here. I'm going to go ahead and get the Heartless Computer Scientist. That one's actually pretty good. And Sunspot, that's just an extra 2 attack. Alright, that's cool. Hydra Motorcycle Squad. And once again, I have 4 Wing Salvation. Ooh, Ride the Ants. That's gonna be a good one. I'm really eyeing the Flying Shield Block because Vulture's Master Strike would mean I would have to gain a wound, but I can use this to, instead of gaining a wound, getting a bystander, instead throwing me closer to being Savior. So that's that could be the out to that mechanic, I think. And I've played this before. Did not end well for me. I don't think I took a single tactic from the mastermind. We got some cops. 4. Gonna get aerial. Yeah, aerial catch. I do need to build more so I can get that 6er. And especially if I can get some of that. Sunspot for 2. Trooper for 3. I think I'm gonna fight the Hydra motorcycle squad so I can get a Maria Hill. Let's see what we have up. Another cop. Wing Salvation only gives us 2, 3, and 4. I could, but maybe I want to keep that. 3. I guess I'll get the last one here. Forklift driver. When you rescue this bystander, put any number of heroes from the HQ to the bottom of the hero deck. So I'm going to say I don't want scout the battlefield. And just replace it with aerial catch, which I feel like was the opposite of helpful. But what can you do? Now that I think about it, if I bought just that, I'd get a +5 on every one. And that's actually pretty strong. Scheme twist. So put another 3 right there. 2, 3, 4. Now I'm debating whether to get that. I guess I'll just get 2 more of these. Damage control. When you rescue this bystander, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Put any that cost 2 or less into your hand. 1 does. Put the rest back in any order. Okay. So that was 2. So I have 2, 3 left. I mean, oh wait. With this heartless computer scientist, this costs 2 less, so that only costs 2. This costs 3. I think I'll get the risky scientist. Add some more attack to my arsenal. Ooh, wing salvation. That's a good one. With that, I'll actually be able to do some decent damage. The cops have kidnapped Stanley. I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Getting that shield block. No debate, no question. I'm getting them. And that was all I could do. But that was pretty good. That was the one I wanted to get. I would love to get more. You know, I think it's a rare. No, not rare. I think it's an uncommon. So I would like to max out on it, if at all possible. Master Strike. So we get wounds in every HQ spot as a winged assault. Then when you buy something from there, you gain the wound. And Vulture is a striker, so his attack goes from 8 to 9. Maria Hill to get a bystander. So now I make that. Then Heartless Computer Scientist to get the last one. Board Gamer. When you rescue this bystander, each player with the most victory points draw a card. If it's a tie, your victory point includes this bystander. Just me, so I win. So I get 1. I have 2. Use it to get a sidekick. New recruits. See, and we have the endless armies of Hydra. They're now here. I might end up regretting this, but I will be buying something right now. Aerial catch, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna get wing salvation, but I will have to gain the wound. I don't like that part, but it is what it is. I'll use another shield, that's good. I'll use Risky Science for 2, Trooper for 3, and I'll fight the cop to gain a new recruit. Right here. Another endless army of Hydra. I use 3 and buy aerial catch. So I would gain the wound, but I reveal my flying shield block to gain a bystander instead. So that refills giant ego. When you reveal this bystander, each player reveals a top card of their deck, judge one of them to be the best, and basically I just get to draw a card because I'm the only one playing. I don't even know if there's anything necessarily that would really help me in this situation. Maybe a wing salvation. That's not it. I have flying shield block, which is 4, 5, 6, 7, which I guess I'll fight a cop. Let's see, 7 minus 3, that'll leave me at 4. Get my new recruit, Stanley. I'm gonna say Wing Salvation, which actually is one of them, which I can play. And since I have more than 3 bystanders in my victory pile, I get an additional 2, so that's 4. So 4 plus 4 equals 8. And I wish I'd gotten that a second, like before that first strike came out, because I could fight those 2, but I'd have to play the top 2 cards of the villain deck, and I don't know if I want to do that, because that will fast forward the game state quite a bit. Scheme Twist, 1, 2, 3. Although we did rescue Stanley, I kind of underplayed that, but that's something to be proud of. I think I'm gonna swing at him this turn. Sunspot, new recruit. We're gonna get 1. I have to put it back, but I get to draw 1. Play another 1 to get another card, and attack to draw 1. Wing Salvation, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, and I actually drew all recruiting cards, which was the opposite of good. And I think I'm gonna use them on a Maria Hill because my recruiting power is not nearly. I need to get this. I want to get more of this. Probably one of these because they're just strong, you know? Scheme Twist, that's what I was afraid of. So those all escape. Well, another one of those and then we just lose. Okay, so 2 aerial catch again. This time we get a bystander who is Magma. It's kind of cool. Maria Hill and an agent, so 2, 4, 6, 7. Gonna get that flying shield block. Why wouldn't you? Okay. Risky Science is just a 2 and a wound. That's that one didn't really do me too much good. So we can draw like a couple of those shield blocks in a turn and like 2 other attack. Like we can start hitting the vulture for like a lot. And even that guy, 2 damage, 2, 2, 4, like that's not bad. Yellow Jacket. Yellow Jacket has 7 attack, but has size changing tech. So if you play a tech card, he has 2 less attack, bringing him from 7 to 5. Which probably not going to happen today. Aerial Catch. 2, 4 with the Heartless. Computer Scientist. And 2 agents. So that's 2, 4, 6. Guess I'll just grab this dual card. No, wait. Get Giant Ego. Because he costs 6, so he's more expensive. So I'll just grab the more expensive one. That might actually be good right now. That will just give me 5s if I don't buy anything else. If I just completely don't buy anything else, he'll be at least a 4. So now we have the Hydra Motorcycle Squad. Risky Science and this Trooper, then 4. I think I'm gonna use 2. Ooh, Red Wing, special sidekick. And I'm gonna fight the motorcycle with my 3 attack. Choose not to get a Maria Hill. It's just gonna end up clogging my hand. Another motorcycle squad. Aerial catch, 2, 4, Maria Hill. Agent for 5. Using 4 of my 5 points, I'll get this winged salvation. I would gain a wound, but I have this flying shield block, so I don't. And I get a public speaker instead. When you rescue this bystander, you get +1 stars. So I spent 4. I had 5, so I have 2 left. And 2. I have 2 left. And I'll buy new recruit. Then I have 1, 2 flying shield block, so that's 8. Wish I had 1 more attack so I could fight Vulture once, but I don't because I have a wound. So instead, since I have played tech before, I will fight Yellow Jacket, who is at 5. He's taken out. 3 left. Fight the motorcycle squad. Just take him out entirely. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Master Strike. So now the strikes come back for the winged assaults. I don't know if they're supposed to stack, but the way I'm going to be playing it, since I'm the only one that gains them, is that they just fill up to 1 and it just kind of maxes out there. Okay. Wing Salvation 4, Wing Salvation 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, I'll go ahead with my 11. Fight Vulture once. So I had 11. Go down by 9, leaving me at 2 attack. Let's get one of these. No, wait, there's 2 strikes, so he's at 10. He's at 10. And so I have 1 left. Mid-air heist. You get +5, usable only to recruit tech heroes. That's actually quite a bit. And I wish they didn't all have wounds on them. Because now it's like, well, I could, but it's going to hurt. I'm going to use Magma to choose 1, draw a card, or get +2. I'm going to draw the card. It was almost useless. And I have an officer to get a sidekick. Okay, so got another strike, which for our purposes, I'm not sure if it's supposed to, just put more underneath them every single time. But the way that I'm playing it is that if they don't have 1, they get 1. If they already have 1 wound, then it doesn't add any more. It just refreshes, doesn't go beyond that. Otherwise, this would probably be impossible. I mean, I'm already having kind of a bit of a struggle here. Especially now with Vulture being even stronger now. I think he maxes out at 13. It's gonna take a bit for me to get there. New recruit. So 1 attack, draw 1, put it back. New recruit, draw 1, an extra attack, put it back. Wing Salvation, so that's 4, 5, 6. Giant Ego, 2, 1 extra for each extra card you drew this turn, so I drew 2. So it's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. And I'll fight Vulture again, especially while I can. Put 2 winged assaults from under the HQ into other players' discard piles. That's actually that really sucks. So I have to just gain wounds for that. And well, because I have to think about the ones that I want to buy and not have to worry about getting wounds, I guess. And then I have 2. I'll get another recruit. I mean, technically, we're doing okay. We're about halfway through. We haven't lost yet. Certainly an uphill battle. Master Strike. So now he's up to 12. And that just refilled. So we basically just gained the wounds for nothing because they would have gained nothing had I not done that. 2 agents to get me new recruit. That's it. I wish I would have drawn my wounds in that hand because then I could have just passed. Scheme Twist. Hidden Witnesses again. Use Magma to draw a card. It's not really what I wanted. 2, 4, 6, 7. I will use 4 to get this Falcon. Then I would gain a wound, but I have my shield block. So I don't gain that, but I gain magic instead. Leaves me with 3. I'll spend 2 to rescue Mirage. Then I just have 4 plus 4, 8 attack, and that can't do much. Let's see. Endless Armies of Hydra. Use my new recruits. Draw 1. Leaves me with putting that back. Agent, so that's 2. 4 with aerial catch. 5, 6. Yeah, so I have 6 recruitment. And because I played a tech card, this Ride the Ants costs 2 less, so it costs 2. Buy that. Then spend 2 to get this Peggy Carter, which lets me draw a card. That leaves me a 2 left. And I'll just go ahead. I'll use the last 2 to get this other Ant-Man. But I would gain a wound. I have my shield block. So instead of gaining a wound, I get a bystander. Undercover agent. When you rescue this bystander, player of your choice gains a shield officer. Gonna just forgo that. I don't really want. Then I guess I'll just end my turn. There's not too much without like an extra like boost and attack. Like, I need to draw like less of the starter. I need a way to get rid of like the starting cards because they're so not useful, right? And the deck's just getting super big and not very consistent. It's like, cool, you're adding good cards, but those ones from the beginning are still there. Another Master Strike. So those get refilled. And he goes up to 13. He's maxed out. Red Wing, top 3. Draw 1. Heartless Computer Scientist. And he goes back. New recruit. 1 attack, draw 1. Flying shield block for 4. Wing salvation for 4. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because I drew 1, so that's still not strong enough. Heartless Computer Scientist, played a tech before, KO a wound. Just 1 shy. 1 shy, that sucks. Scheme Twist, so another one escapes. And I drew into wounds. Not great. Pass my turn to get rid of a wound. Cops. Well, let's go for it. Ant-Man, Ride the Ants, Risky Science. Played a tech card before, I can discard a card, and if I do, draw one. Shield Agent. I just drew into another Shield Agent. I wish I could have gotten rid of them. It's 3. Salvation. 7. 8. 8 attack. Can't fight him. But I can fight the cops. Gain a new recruit. Then I have 4 recruitment. Get another one. Yellow Jacket. Well, let's see what we can do, because I don't think there's really much. Got another wound. 2, 4, 5. 5 stars. Risky Science. Why not? And then I gain the wound. The Winged Assault. Doesn't really matter. We're ending the game soon. Then I have Magic and Shield Trooper and a wound. On my turn, the villain stack runs out, although that is not specifically a lose condition, so we're going to call it a tie. Only 4 hidden witnesses got away into the escape pile, so evil didn't win, we didn't lose, we'll call it a tie. Let's count up the points. How many points do you think I made? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 plus 4, 19 plus 12 is 31. 31 points in this game, more than I really thought I would make. Well guys, Ant-Man and Falcon were at least able to stop Yellow Jacket from silencing the witnesses. So in terms of MVP of the game, it's kind of hard to tell when you didn't win, but if I had to say MVP, it's either going to be Wing Salvation or... no. Everything aside, that flying shield block was the best counter to Vulture that we could ask for. But even then, there wasn't, unless we had it, it couldn't do the work it needed to do. But when it was there and did its job, it was amazing. So I'm going to say MVP is going to be Flying Shield Block, Captain America, Falcon. Well guys, that's it for Ant-Man. If you want to stay up to date on my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's out for now, guys. Manjoume out.